Welcome to MiMeta City. In this brief tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can enter the multiplayer modes, select different areas for yourself to explore and interact. When you first start the game, you'll be presented with this user interface. A welcome message that you can read. Press tick and click this little player icon here. You'll be given a choice of avatar and a choice of armors. Select 4 values and press the select button. These values will determine the different things that you can and can't see within MiMeta. Once you've selected your values and your character avatar, you'll be in this corridor. The first room on the right, the one you'll be facing when you start, is where you can enter the multiplayer areas, the shopping hub, the city, and the meadows. And this
The other things that
is Leowin.
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Can you please clarify your question or request?
Who are you and what do you do?
I'm the guide. I show you how to play and where to go.
That's our resident AI. She'll be able to assist you in all the things that you need to know about MiMeta City. Now, this is the single player city, which is here as an example to allow you to familiarize yourself with what to do and how to navigate. Now let's see how to enter multiplayer areas and what you can do.
mean a lot.
I'm not sure what you're asking. Can you please rephrase your question or provide more context?
Here you'll see the TV screen. If you select here and type in a name, this will be the name of your multiplayer room. Click Create, and you can go to either the MiMeta Meadows or the Shop Hub. Let's go to the Meadows first. Here you'll see there are plenty of things to do, lots of buildings to explore, and you even have the option to build your own by placing down different building parts. You can create your own personalized building. There are many pieces for you to use, even interactive boxes. And you can store some items and some such other things. Let's return to the hub. So here we are in the city version of MiMeta, the shopping hub. You can turn the music up or down if you want. This little I button here will hide your values from other players. And when you enter multiplayer, it's always good practice to click this little button here underneath the money icon and type in a name. I've typed in banana1, which will bring up your chat. That's global, and anyone else that's logged into the system will also be able to see it. You can click that button there, which I will move, and it will hide the chat and allow you to interact and jump again. Heading out,
I'm Lewis, and you know.
there are lots of things to do and see. This tourist information gives you a short description of what MCR is and how to use it. If you click the icon, you can leave a like, and you'll gain some MCR for that. If you have enough MCR, more than one, you can place a vote. And when there's more than 10 votes, you'll unlock reward 1, more than 20, 2, 33, and so on. Here we have a waypoint system. By clicking on any of these, it will unlock the waypoints. These are represented by green spinning arrows. When you go near them, they just pop away for you. You'll see plenty of billboards around that you can interact with and click. If we click this one, it will take us to the Centre for Citizenship, Enterprise and Governance website. Looking through the windows, you can see shops, shop fronts and all sorts. If we go inside this one, there is a bank. By clicking on the ATM, you'll be presented with a way to deposit funds, which will remove all of your MCR. Withdraw some funds, which will give you a bunch of MCR to play around with, and an example of what happens when you link your wallet. Each of these shops will display different interiors based on your values. If you noticed, that Acid Trip 32 sign changed when I went near it. We'll show you another example. There's one over here. Let's walk to it. Once we get near to this, it will change based on my values that I currently have and based on what value this one is currently seeking. Here's another way marker that shows us another shop. When you've got some MCR, you can press this button here and it will lock and display the graphics that are on the inside for all other players to see. This shop will no longer change its interior graphics after pressing that button. It will always be a bank, so long as the server stays open. Unless somebody else comes along and wants to spend their MCR to change it, their button will be here, and they can then change that again. Next, you can purchase the store, which will erase everything inside and allow you to build your own pieces inside. One of the main features of MiMeta is to be able to build your own custom billboards and display your own custom graphics to all your friends. If we place that neatly there and take a different piece here and place it just down there, we can show an example of how this works. Let's bring up a website and search for a tiger. Here we have a nice tiger image. You need to make sure that the image itself is labeled with .png on the end or JPG. This one does, so we can copy that, come back into MiMeta, Control V and select it. And that will display our graphic, which is downloaded and placed directly into the game from the internet. This bottom billboard will allow you to enter your own website, your own URL, which will take people directly to that. So if we, for example, used linktree/badbananadev and you click it, it will ask, do you trust me? This is obviously a small aspect of a safeguard, but be aware if you're playing with friends that they can lead you to untrustworthy websites. Be vigilant and always have your antivirus software turned on. Click that, and it takes you to my link tree, which was the website URL that I put in. The advantage of this is you do not have to add the HTTPS / and the colon. I've already put that in there for you. So it does require that you go to a secure website, a HTTPS, and not just a HTTP. Sorry if that bugs anybody, but it is part of the security. And you can do multiple versions of this. You can place many different pictures up, and you can see the power of this. If you were doing a presentation for somebody and you wanted to show them exactly what you're talking about, you could add multiple URLs with multiple pictures, and you could even give a speech in here and have different websites to take people to, showing examples of your work. You can even place down a counter or something. Let's find a piece of furniture that represents like a counter. That's a TV. We don't want that. We want the TV stand. Is it going to go on? There's one. Let's place another one here. So, for example, you could be giving your talks from behind the counter and then directing your students to the pictures as one very, very simple example of how this might help and how this might work for you. So that's MiMeta in a nutshell. We have the flavors store here from one of our early adopters, and I will let you explore that at your leisure. And there's also our artist who's performing a song in the center square on the stage. And I'll let you explore that at your leisure. There are secret things hidden all over MiMeta. There's plenty to do, lots to interact with. I've barely scratched the surface of what you can actually do. We could use this here, clean up the streets a little bit to gain some environmental value. Potentially come around here and close the dumpster. Again, increasing your environmental values. There's lots to do, lots to see, secret doors and all sorts. Billboards everywhere. Click any of the billboards and they will take you to the websites. I think this one's gone to my link tree again. This one would go to where? That one's not currently working. This one will take you to the acid trip gallery. So that's it for the brief tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope you enjoy playing MiMeta. See you in game.